health-related event or a significant financial hardship, COVID-19 has affected us all. As our community continues to recover, the Phi Theta Kappa students at College of the Canyons are committed to helping our community to keep fellow students and families housed. The Federal Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021 provides renter protection laws and funding to support this endeavor through the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. This program provides greatly needed rent relief to California renters and landlords who have faced financial hardship due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Over $1.6 billion have been awarded so far, and applications are still being accepted for 2021 and 2022 rent and utilities. We have put this presentation together to help you identify the steps you need to apply funds. In this presentation, you will find out what the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program is, who is eligible to apply, what funds are covered, what are the requirements to apply for the program, what paperwork you need in order to apply, and more importantly, how to apply for those funds. The California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program will provide financial assistance for any unpaid rent to eligible renters as well as landlords who have been impacted by COVID-19. Either a renter or a landlord may apply for assistance. Depending on the address of your rental property, you may be eligible for either local or the state program. Whether it's a health-related event or a significant financial hardship, COVID-19 has affected all of us. As our state continues to recover, we want to make sure that families are staying in their homes, and we recognize that California renters and landlords have enough to worry about. We want to make sure that rent is not on that list of worries. The California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program helps eligible households with rent, both for past due and future payments. The Federal Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021 provides tenant, renter protection laws and funds to support this program and was signed by Governor Newsom in January 2021. Depending on your address, we will make sure that you find either the local or state programs available to you. Who can apply for this program, and what are the highlights of the program? This is a free financial assistance and is available both to renters as well as landlords who need help with unpaid or future, very important, future rent or utilities. Landlords and renters are both encouraged to apply, and income-eligible applicants may qualify regardless of their immigration status and will not be required to show proof of citizenship. Assistance from the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program does not count as earned income for renters, and it will not affect any eligibility for any other state benefit assistance programs, such as CalFresh or CalWorks. All applicant information is kept private and will not be shared by the state, and applications will be accepted on an ongoing basis. Priority assistance will be given to income-eligible households most at risk of eviction. Once an application has been successfully processed, both the landlord and the renter will be notified of the next steps. So who can apply for the program? It's either landlords or renters. Either one of them can apply for a specific address, but not both. What is covered with the program? The program will cover any unpaid rent, so landlords who participate in the rent relief program can be reimbursed for any eligible renter's unpaid rent. Eligible renters whose landlords choose not to participate in the program may apply on their own and receive assistance for unpaid rent. Upcoming rent. So if you have a hardship that will prevent you from paying your rent in the upcoming months, you may apply for the program because eligible renters can receive financial assistance for their upcoming monthly rent as well. And not only rent, but utility assistance also. So eligible renters may also receive assistance for unpaid utility payments and will be compensated at 100% of the cost, which will be paid directly to the utility provider. There are some restrictions, but we will discuss those later. What are the requirements to apply for the program? As a renter, if you have been impacted by COVID-19, you are income eligible and the state will calculate this when you apply, and have unpaid rent or utilities, or need help with future rent or utilities, you may apply for the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. Do not leave this money on the table and put your family at risk for eviction. As a landlord, if you have renters who are behind on their rent and need financial assistance to support this income loss, you may apply for the California Rent Relief Program as long as your renter's household is income eligible, and the state will calculate this when you apply. All payments you receive will be used to satisfy the renter's unpaid rent, and eligible timeframe for financial assistance dates back to April 1st, 2020. So you can go back up to 2 years and request that the payment be made. Your renter must take steps to verify that they meet eligibility requirements and sign the application. They will be notified once your application is submitted and asked to submit the required information. The income eligible applicants may qualify regardless of the immigration status and will not be required to show proof of citizenship. So do not shy away from applying for those funds if you're not eligible, if you think you're not eligible because of your immigration status. That will not count. What paperwork will you need? As a renter, you will need one of the following, not all of them, just one of them. Your 2020 tax returns, or your 2020 W-2 and 1099-G if you were unemployed, or current pay stubs, or proof of participation in a state or federal subsidy program such as CalFresh or CalWorks. Your 2020 or 2021 acceptance or renewal letter is preferred. And if you're applying for help with utility bills, you will need the utility invoices or statements for any unpaid utility, water, trash, and internet bills after April 1st, 2020. Assistance for renters through this program does not qualify as income, so it will not put you at risk for losing other programs. What paperwork do you need if you are a landlord? You will need all of the following: either a lease or rental agreement which reflects the renter's name, address, and monthly rent due, a ledger or rent statement that shows the balance of unpaid rent from April 1st, 2020 onward, a W-8 or W-9 for tax purposes, and if you have 10 or more tenants and would like to upload information for all of them at once when you apply, there is an additional form needed and it's provided on the website. The assistance for a landlord is paid directly to the landlord through this program, and it does qualify as income if you are a landlord. If you don't have the paperwork that we mentioned above, you do not need to worry. You can still apply. Please apply. Most of the information can be certified in the application. You will just need to provide your proof of identification. So where do you apply? To start the process, the first thing you need to do is go to housing.ca.gov. This is the page that will open. And once you get here, you will need to click on California COVID-19 Rent Relief. You will click on Apply Now, which will take you to the following page. On this page, if you need help with any unpaid rent, you will click on Apply Now. That will take you to a new site where you would need to input your address or place. The moment that you put in your address, It will appear here, and a new part of the page will open up, which will show you the different programs, applications that you may qualify for. Either state or local programs will be listed here, and once you click View, you will be able to move on to the actual application. You'll go through a few questions for the eligibility, and you'll need to answer if you're a landlord or a tenant, a renter. For our purposes, we chose the tenant to go through the entire application. The landlord application is similar with very few changes. You will need to answer the different questions. If you're a member of one of the tribes, yes or no, click yes or no. And it will need to qualify for your income. For our purposes, we put that our property is in the LA County, and you'll need to select from the drop-down menu here, and that we have 3 members in our household. The system will then calculate the income limit that you need to be under in order to qualify for this program. If your annual income is under this amount for a 3-member household living in the LA County, then you click yes. Make sure that you select your own county here and your own household members so that you get your own income limit. Once you get this information, you will be able to click on yes and move forward. The program will go ahead and validate that you will be eligible to apply for the program and will give you this page. You click on Apply Now, and you will be taken to yet another website. On this website, you will need to register for a new account, and you will need to put your email address. Make sure it's correct because they will email you with information that you may need to submit to them or with a decision. You re-enter the email address, you put your first and last name, and you create a password. Once you click on Continue, you will receive an email on your email address, and that email will verify you are the person that applied. Click on verification link that you received in the email, come back to the website, and you will be able to go ahead and confirm. Once you confirm your account, you can click on sign in, enter the email address you used to create your account, the password that you selected. I usually click on remember my email address when I'm on my own personal computer, but if I am on a shared or public computer, I leave this unchecked. It's your decision how you want to do that. Now you're ready to move on with the application. Your name will appear at the top. Make sure it identifies you. Then click where it says, click here to start a new application. You are now one step closer to finalizing your application. This will take about 30 minutes to complete, and you are on your way to applying for the needed financial relief. Click here to start, and you will see a list of tasks that will need to be completed until your application is submitted. The program overview will give you information on the program, what to do to expedite the process. It will provide you with a sample letter you can give to your landlord to let them know you have applied for the program so they do not move forward with the eviction process, as well as contact information for the government agency administering the program in case you have any questions. Make sure that you scroll all the way to the bottom of the page so that you can go through all of the different steps and receive all of the information that you need. This is where on that same page, you will be able to use the sample letter to provide to your landlord. And this is where you have all of the information to be able to call in case you have more questions on the program. Once you get to the bottom of the page, you click Complete and Continue to move through the application process. As you complete each section, you will see a check mark appear on the left. This is how you know that area is complete. You may go back and forth to any section and complete something that you may have forgotten to add. Keep filling out each section, then click on Complete and Continue at the bottom of each page to move through the different areas. As you move through the sections, enter the requested personal information. You will have application information, COVID-19 impact, rent assistance requested. This is where you'll be able to add the different months and years that you're applying, either for previous rent or upcoming rent in 2022. Any prior assistance that you've received from this program, any gas utility assistance, trash assistance, electric and other utility assistance. Then you will go to the household members section to be able to enter all of the members of your household, the income to verify your income, and any supporting paperwork that you have. You are now down and a step closer to receiving the necessary funds to ensure you and your family have a safe place to call home. From all of us here at Phi Theta Kappa Honors Chapter of the College of the Canyons, thank you for watching this video. We hope it will help you stay in your home and provide the necessary relief for you and your family during those difficult times.